So what we're doing here is we've got 1/8 of an inch masking tape at this point. I'm using this green stuff because it's a little bit tougher. If the other stuff is a little easier to work with, but it tends to snap on you while you're working with it. And so at this point, we're just going to go ahead and rough in our layout. When we got it the way we want it to, we're going to go ahead and flip the design to the other side. We'll show you how that's done in a little bit, but for right now, let's start laying this out. I'm going to need somebody to hold this for me so I can just kind of keep my eye on it while I'm working. Okay. And like I say, this is just rough. This is just rough stuff here. And you don't want to really be using an X-Acto knife to cut it. You want to just snap it with your thumbnail or something like that. Because using an X-Acto knife at this point, I'm going to go ahead and score this surface too much. Now I'm just going to come back and smooth some of this out and clean some of this up. Now if you look at this, it's a little bit crude. There's some areas that are a little lumpy looking. We want to go ahead and I'm going to come back at this point before I move on to the side, and I'm going to clean up this part of the design. Once I get it like I want it to, then I'll go ahead and move on to the side.
Now smoothing the tape is very important, especially because right at first you're essentially just trying to lay out the design and say, is this how it's going to be? You don't want to spend too much time smoothing the tape if the design isn't laid out like you want it. So when I've got the layout looking like I want to, I come back and ensure that there's no lumpy edges and that the curves are smooth.
And one of the reasons I want to go ahead and use a damp rag with wax and grease remover is that I've had my hands all over this. It's very difficult to apply this tape with latex gloves on, so you really can't do it. And then when you apply the tape, pull it up, apply it again, pull it up just to adjust your layout. You go ahead and get the sticky adhesive in different areas on here. So you just want to go ahead and carefully go over the inside of your layout here and make sure that all this adhesive and all your little handprints are removed from there before I start applying paint. That could really lead to some problems if you don't remove this.